My name's Emily. I'm 24 years old, a online lifestyle coach, a personal trainer through DMVPT, a full-time medical student, and new IFBB Pro. So my journey to earning my pro cards started only about a year ago. I did my first NPC show last summer and then did my second NPC show this summer, returning to the same show. And the very next week did my first national show, which was just about 3 days ago at this point. That was where I earned my pro card. I feel like I had a very different route into bodybuilding. I didn't grow up being an athlete. I didn't grow up into sports. I was very much in academia my entire life. Also didn't grow up being on stage. Never did theater or dance or anything like that. But I did start working out in the gym about 7 years ago. Then 3 years ago, I met my partner and my coach, Zainab, who was very established in the bodybuilding world and encouraged me and helped me to compete in my first show. My first NPC show was last year, and decided to do an improvement season right after that. So we were growing for about 7-8 months and then returned to the show this year. I did the same show this year, and a week later did my first national show, which was just 3 days ago at this point, and got our IFBB Pro status there. My friends and family were over the moon, just like I was.
Yeah, Emily!
I can't even express how thankful and grateful I am for every single one of them. What I learned last year through my first prep was that bodybuilding was not about the trophies or the titles. It was more so about the journey and the people and the community that comes along with it. So they were over the moon. I'm over the moon. We're still on cloud 9. And yeah, that is something I just recently figured out, I think. You know, with everything, I found that the hardest part is transitioning out of something you considered to be habits into building healthier habits. But once you transition into healthier habits, it's easy to sustain, to maintain that. So I think the biggest thing was changing my mentality around food, understanding that food is always there, and disconnecting the emotional ties that I had to food, and more so seeing it as a means to an end. I have a clear goal. Food is always going to be there, and yeah. It's everything. It's everything. It's something that I was most uncomfortable with. The training part, the nutrition, it came a lot easier to me. Posing was the most difficult, but equally, if not even more important at times. If you don't know how to present your physique, you can lose. It will make or break you. You can't procrastinate on the endurance it takes to build the stamina to be on stage. Equally as important. Every day, at least 10 to 15 minutes. Something is better than nothing. Behind the scenes, at least for me personally, there was always a lot of self-doubt, and not just in bodybuilding, but with everything in life. Medical school, there was always this imposter syndrome that I couldn't really get past. Understanding that that was something that I struggled with, and seeing how bodybuilding could be a tool to help me get past that was something that really drew me to bodybuilding among the many other things. I think that's something that, you know, I'm still continuing to improve on, but have come a long way with. The next goal is the biggest stage, Olympia, and really continuing to prove to myself that I can do hard things. When there's a will, there's a way. So here we go.